Hi, and welcome to the Rootstown High School Athletic Parent Meeting. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss the athletic activity risk and what Rootstown High School Athletic Department has done in planning for this risk. Throughout this presentation, we will discuss topics as concussions, weight training conditioning, heat acclimation, preventative measures taken by the athletic department, as well as educational certifications taken by our coaches. Our first topic of discussion in today's athletic parent meeting is the topic of concussions. Concussions are a traumatic brain injury that affect athletes of all programs. Signs and symptoms that present with concussions are confusion, lack of balance, mood swings, loss of consciousness, headaches, nauseousness, memory loss, and slurred speech. This list does not include all signs and symptoms of concussions, but the most common. Our coaches here at Rootstown High School have been trained and certified on concussions, along with the officials that will be officiating our contests. It is not just the responsibility of coaches and officials to monitor the signs and symptoms of probable concussions, but it is also the responsibility of you parents and the players themselves. When all of us can monitor and look out for the signs and symptoms of concussion, that makes all of us more aware and prone to recognizing and making our kids play safer from any type of traumatic brain injury. Rootstown Athletic Department has also imposed baseline testing. This testing is done prior to contact initiation of athletic programs. It determines normal brain function. This test is conducted every other year or for incoming freshmen and current juniors. This test can be tested and used against the baseline if a concussion is suspected or a concern to an athlete. The result of the second test will be compared against the baseline to determine the severity of the concussion or if a concussion has occurred. Once a player enters the concussion protocol for probable or confirmed concussion, they immediately work with our certified medical staff on a 5-step process for a return to play protocol. Once an athlete is presumed to have a concussion, they are immediately removed from practices and competition until cleared by a certified medical staff member. The second topic we want to discuss here is an area within our facilities as the weight room, but also as conditioning programs for all of our athletic programs. As you know, every athletic program varies in conditioning and weight training programs, but all of our programs utilize the same weight room. Some basic rules for our weight room is that there is a zero tolerance for horseplay. When athletic programs enter in a weight room, it can become a little crowded, and it's extremely important that we all stay focused and conduct ourselves in appropriate manners. Appropriate footwear and clothing are mandated while in the weight room. Appropriate footwear should secure or lace comfortably to the athlete's foot, and appropriate clothing should be t-shirt, long sleeve, shorts, or sweatpants. Appropriate clothing can help reduce the spread of disease, and appropriate footwear is for a safety concern for while our athletes are lifting. Spotting is appropriate for every lift. No athlete should be lifting without another teammate or a certified coach spotting the weight while the athlete is performing the specified movement. Proper techniques and form have been instructed to our athletic program, and the proper forms and techniques to each lift help reduce the risk of injury. For our third topic in this conversation, we're going to look at heat acclimation as well as practice conditions. As mentioned earlier, we have a medical staff here at Rootstown High School. This medical staff consists of an athletic trainer for our facilities and teams, as well as a team or school physician. This medical staff, during times of high heat or high humidity, will take the appropriate steps to measure the humidity and temperature. Working alongside and coordinating with our coaching staffs of respected sports, the coaches and medical staff will make a determination on longevity of practice, number of water breaks, as well as length of water breaks. Various sports require various amounts of equipment or materials used to protect our athletes. With high heat and high humidity, these types of concerns will be discussed. Appropriate water breaks will be given. An adequate amount of time for each water break will be given for proper hydration and cooling off periods to help prevent the risk of heat exhaustion or heat strokes of your children and our student athletes. Our last topic of discussion, we will discuss the preventive measures and educational measures that here at Rootstown High School in the athletic department have imposed of our coaching staff, medical staff, as well as administrators to help ensure the safety of your children. First off, player physicals is a physical evaluation done on a yearly basis that allows a medical certified professional to certify or verify that your child is physically fit enough to participate in athletics. Secondly, for all of our athletic programs, the proper application of personal protective equipment, also known as PPE, and also the utilization of these safety features for each sport has properly been introduced and educated to the coaching staffs and then onto your children. Our coaches have gone to great lengths to show that they are certified and well-knowledged within certain areas of healthcare. They have been certified in sudden cardiac arrest, concussion certifications, basic first aid, and basic CPR. These are all extra measures that we have imposed on our coaching staffs to ensure the safety of our student athletes. Again, we have an athletic trainer on staff all the time, as well as a team physician periodically to evaluate players of greater risk. Our athletic department has partnered up with the CDC and their Heads Up program. This Heads Up program provides educational and instructional materials of how to properly fit helmets to all athletes of various sports. As far as administratively for our district, we have imposed individualized emergency plans that can be located or are structured for each practice or competitive facility here on campus. We have multiple AEDs located throughout our campus in competitive or practice facilities, as well as a hardwired landline phone for easy access to call the emergency response team in case of emergency. So let's sum things up from this brief tutorial educational period of our parent athletic meeting. Yearly, student athletes should receive physical evaluation from a certified medical professional. We have emergency medical forms that are handed out to all student athletes at the beginning of every athletic season to ensure that the school district has the appropriate emergency contact, address, phone number, as well as the healthcare facility of which you would like your student athlete to be transferred to upon an emergency situation. We have medical staff here on campus all the time, athletic trainers, and temporarily or periodically a team physician. Our coaches have gone to great lengths to ensure that they are knowledgeable and have experience on how to handle emergency type situations. Proper PPE or personal protective equipment has been supplied to every student athlete that is appropriate for their sport to ensure physical protection. And lastly, we here at Rootstown have a plan. We have emergency procedures and the proper medical equipment that can easily be accessible in case of emergency because time matters. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.